All right, so welcome to another stock spotlight where we kind of stay focused on a specific stock. So in this video segment, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at DraftKings. And DraftKings has been doing phenomenal over the last little bit, DKNG. And if you also take a look at a ton of different news and things that have been popping up all over the place, yeah, it seems to look pretty good. So if we go in and actually just look at just the movers and shakers with DraftKings, you got PAN, MGM, LVS. They're all doing fairly well. And if we bring up kind of the big board, a lot of these companies have been doing pretty well recently. We've got the tech stocks, Google, Microsoft, and Tesla today are actually doing quite poorly compared to DraftKings, MGM, and LVS. So you can see they're actually doing a lot better on the other companies, on the gaming companies, sort of say, than the tech companies. So when we look at DraftKings, you can see it's powering higher here recently, and the volume is picking up speed. So a few things that interest me in this company. First off, let's go back and look at the monthly chart. So we had some highs back here in the 60s, and the stock came in, and then we had a big sell-off. Coming down, we based at around 11, so that held that support. And now we're coming back into this $30 range. So it's about a halfway point. But the steam and what's happening is we are picking up some speed on that move. So we've got a nice solid base or support. So that looks pretty good. We've got an upward trend line, also looks pretty good. We've had this resistance line that also gotten broken in around that area that's on the weekly chart. Now, if we zoom in a little more into the daily chart, okay, when you start looking at this, you've also got this resistance line right there that also is now starting to break for some further move. And if we zoom in even tighter and let's just stretch out the volume, what you'll see is this volume also picking up some speed. Not huge or anything like that, but it is picking up a little bit of speed. So I will point that out. Okay, so point being here is this stock's doing quite well. The run is doing it's a quite nice run up. It's moving well, it's behaving well, and it's acting well. Now, a little bit of concern for me is this stock stretched temporarily? And that could be an issue where it could pull back a little bit, even if it comes back down and then maybe powers higher. That is possible. And of course, always a possibility that you have to look into. Stocks don't go straight up. So for the moment, it's been doing well. It's acting and behaving well, but you got to have a strategy in place if we get a slight little pullback in there. Other than that, that $10, $11 range has been kind of a nice baseline. You do have quite a bit of resistance around that $60 level. I don't know if it'll really get there. I think you'll also have some trouble around the $40 range because that's where we had some of the basing in the past. And I think some people will probably take some profits. But other than that, stock looks good, looks pretty healthy, and overall has been doing quite well. Even today, what you're seeing is a nice $7 move compared to other stocks like a Microsoft. It's down $7 or down 2%, whereas this one is still powering higher. So anyways, I hope that helps. Truly appreciate you sticking with me, enjoying the videos, and I will see you in the next video and episode. Thanks and take care.